Hi, welcome to our blog. Today, I am very excited to introduce to the wonder of the nature that the crake that was found in a Gujarat. Crake is an elusive bird. They are very secretive and they are found in such a wetland. They are most of time they are hide into the dense vegetation and they are foraging inside. So spotting of the crake in a wetland, it is always fascinating for any bird watcher or any bird photographer. Today we are going to see the crake seen in Gujarat, their identification point, their size, their weight, their status and their distribution in Gujarat along with their call and their some videos. So, first we will talk about the resident crake that was found in Gujarat, and then we will talk about the winter migrant that comes to the Gujarat. The very first crake that was we are going to see that was a brown crake. So, brown crake size is 26 to 28 centimeter. Their weight in male is 114 to 170 gram, where in female it is 110 to 140 grams. How we can identify these crake? All over they are olive brown in color. When you see their face and throat, that was a gray in color. Their upper part, it is acid gray in color. Their flanks and undertail, they are olive brown in color. When we see the bill of this crake, that was a greenish in color. Their leg, they are pink brown to purple in color. Now, what was the conservation status of this crake? They are least concern, and their status and distribution in Gujarat, they are common to uncommon, resident in most part of the state. Now we will talk about second resident crake, that was a ruddy breasted crake. Do you know ruddy breasted crake get the name due to crimson chestnut color, or that was a ruddy color on their breast. They are 21 to 23 centimeter in size. Their weight is 50 to 65 grams. If you see their field identification, they are medium sized crake with uniform reddish brown plumage. Their upper part, that was a brown in color. They have a forehead, forecrown, and the side of the head, that was a deep chestnut in color, where their upper part is a deep reddish in color. If you see their eye, they are red in color. If you watch their legs and feet, they are bright pink in color. Their conservation status, it was a least concern, and status and distribution in Gujarat state is uncommon, resident in many part of the state. Now we will talk about the migrating crake that was found in a Gujarat. The very first crack that we will going to talk, it was Baillon crack. It is a very small crack in a state, or even you can say in India. Their size is 17 to 19 centimeter. Their weight in male 23 to 45 grams, where in case of the female it is 17 to 55 grams. Field identification is very easy, is very small crack. They are rufous brown in upper part. Extensively they are marked with the white in color. Their under part, it is a pale gray in color. Their flanks are whitish barring in a blackish flank that was extended up to the belly. Their eye is a red in color. Their bill and leg are green in color. If you particularly observe their leg, they have 3 forward facing toe and 1 hind toe. Their conservation status is a least concern, and their status and distribution in state, they are common visitor to the most part of the state. Second crack, that was a little crack. That was the size is around 18 to 20 centimeter. The weight in male is 30 to 72 grams. In case of the female is 36 to 65 gram. Now we will talk about their field identification. First, we will talk about the male. This little crack you seeing in this video, that was a male. They have a dark ashy grey supercilium and side of the neck and the head, center of the crown and nape. They are rufous tinged dark brown. Rest of the upper part is olive brown in color. They have a blue grey under part. If you see the bill is greenish with the red spot at the base. They look slim because they will have a relatively long neck, wing, tail and the legs. In case if you see the female, they have a blue grey supercilium and cheeks but buffy under parts. If you see their eyes are red in color. Their conservation status is a least concern, and their status and the distribution in the state, they are rare winter migrant. If you have seen these two crake, little crake and the Baillon crake, they are look similar. So now we will see what was the difference between the little crake and the Baillon crake. On the left side, you see that was a male of the little crake. On the right side, you see the adult of the Baillon crake. The very first difference you can observe, that was a bill. In case of the little crake, you find there was a red at the base of the bill, where in case of the Baillon crake, there was a no red. Second, there was a no barring you can find on the lower part, where in case of the Baillon crake, you find up to the middle or beyond the middle of the belly, you find the lining. Third difference, that was a primary projection that was very prominently seen in the little crake, where very less seen or there was no primary projection. In the Baillon crakes, there was no projection. So these are the three main difference that you have to see in the fields whenever you see a small crake. The third crake that was a migrating, that was a spotted crake. Their size is 22 to 24 centimeter. Their weight is 57 to 147 gram. Field identification is very easy, as the name suggesting. They have a spots. They have a profuse white spot on the head, neck, and the breast. They have a brown above with a rufescent wash and bold black streaks. They have a grey supercilium side of the head and the neck. They have a irregular barred flanks. Their bill, if you see, it was a stout, that was yellow in color with greenish tip and orange red spot at the base of upper mandible. Their leg is a dull green in color. Their status and distribution in Gujarat, they are common to uncommon winter visitor to most part of the state, and conservation status is least concern. Now we will talk about the slaty-legged crake. Its size is 21 to 28 centimeter. Weight is 100 to 130 grams, and it was very easy to identify. It is a brownish crake with the short rounded wing, rufous head and breast. It's have a reddish brown iris. They have a strong black and white bearing on the lower belly, flanks, and the rest of the underpart, abdomen, and undertail. They have a slaty grey bill and greenish grey leg. Their conservation status is a least concern, and status and distribution in Gujarat state, they are vagrant and they have isolated records into the monsoon season in Saurashtra and the few districts of South Gujarat. If you like our video, then like it and share with your friends. If you want to see such a video again, then subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.